Welcome to Viewing Sheets via Web. In this video, you'll learn how to view a single sheet using a web browser and become familiar with the sheet viewer. Once we've found the sheet we want to access, we'll simply click on the sheet to open the sheet viewer. Let's get familiar with this tool now. From a navigation perspective, we'll start here. This is the sheet number we've accessed, followed by the version set the sheet belongs to in parentheses. If we click here, we can see additional information such as the issuance date of the sheet, any older versions of the sheet, and which sheet we're currently looking at. On the other side, we have the Sheet Compare tool, the More menu with options to export, share, or print, and the ability to exit the viewer. However, we're not leaving the sheet viewer yet. Let's continue to get comfortable with the options we have. Later in the course, we'll dive deeper into all of these features. This is the Markup Toolbar. Below it, these arrows will allow us to move from one sheet to another, forward or backward. If we click here, we see a carousel of all our sheets, making it easy to jump to another sheet quickly rather than returning to List View to search for it. Click the X to close this carousel. We can hover our mouse here and click and drag to move it around the sheet viewer in case it interferes with a part of the sheet we need to view. And down here, we can access the view controls, which will allow us to do a few things. We can zoom into the sheet by using one of these two zoom options. The zoom window allows us to click and draw a rectangle around the area we'd like to zoom into, while the zoom option here allows us to use the mouse to zoom in or out. Once zoomed in, we can use the pan option to pan around the drawing. If we'd like to zoom back out quickly, we can use the Fit to View option here. If the page isn't correctly oriented, we can rotate it with this option. And we can go full screen here. Last but not least, we can edit our sheet view settings here. We can configure performance optimization and display, edit our zoom, mouse, and minimap navigation settings, and change the appearance of existing behavior here. We'll exit sheet settings by clicking the X here. Notice that this particular sheet has detail callouts that are shaded in. This is an automatic hyperlink created by Build when the sheets were being processed. Build essentially detected the detail callout circles and linked them to the referenced sheet number. This process happens automatically if and only if the sheet numbers were named correctly when they were uploaded and published. The sheet numbers in Build must match the sheet numbers referenced here in the callout. Keep in mind, the sheet numbers need to exist in the Build project for automatic hyperlinks to work. If we click on a detail callout, we have the ability to jump to the referenced sheet. Compare these clicks to manually flipping through a paper set of drawings to find a referenced sheet. Jumping back and forth between floor plans, elevations, and details with these automatic hyperlinks in Build will save you a lot of time on the job. In the next lesson, we'll learn how to navigate to sheets on the mobile app. In this video, you learned how to view a single sheet using a web browser and became familiar with the sheet viewer.